This is the last part of the show, and Tunde Ogunsiku has joined me, and together we will be cruising to the finish line on Sports Tonight this Friday. Tunde, let me welcome you to Sports Tonight. Congratulations, you were able to make it.
Yeah.
The city is on lockdown, but where there is a way, where there is a will,
there's always a way.
And where there is a will,
well,
there's a way.
There's always a way.
And where there is a way,
there's always a will.
There's always a will. All right. But what's going on? We have a lot of grassroots stories to talk about.
I will be talking about some of the young talents that we have in the country, spurred by the win of a 15-year-old on the international scene. We'll be looking at some of our young guns and how they are going to hold their own throughout the year. We have players like Daniel Anwuli, the 20-year-old young lad that has been doing very well for himself locally and in some international tournaments. But he had some itches and glitches through some tournaments in South Africa last year. Hopefully, he will get some other chances this year and then pull through and
Daniel has been on this show before.
Yes,
a long time ago.
A long time ago when he was
have to get
just
him back
18.
on this show.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get him back on the show. But then the young man has been doing very well for himself, although in the last few tournaments that he participated in, he was unable to recapture the form that saw him become the highest rated player of all time in Nigeria. Hopefully, sometime within the year, he's going to get his skills back, get himself back on track, and then do himself and Nigeria proud again. And then we have the 16-year-old young lad that has been demonstrating some form of brilliance in the country. That's Jonathan Oyelabi. This young lad played with the highest rated player in Nigeria. Yes, the young man on your screen.
That's him on the screen.
That's him on the screen. He played the highest rated player in the country, that's Bomokigiha, and drew him in the league. It was a wonderful experience for the young boy. He was the best under-20 player of the tournament, of the league season. He was the best under-20, the best under-16. As in, the young boy has really shown a whole lot for himself going forward. And we're going to be seeing this young lad in a lot of tournaments after his coming exams, which would hold him. It's just an SSD, by the way.
All right, so you have to try to get this guy as well. Get him here so we can appreciate him for all of that. So let me take you on this issue of grassroots. I mean, we've seen what 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds can do.
Yeah.
That must be some encouragement for you.
Certainly.
And all of those who are making efforts at developing chess from schools.
Exactly. It's actually a lot of work developing chess in schools, because these kids they are sometimes very, very active, too active for their own good as kids. But then, at the same time, we see these instructors taking their time to develop them. That's 11-year-old Pragnananda. The young boy is aiming at becoming the youngest grandmaster in the world, in the history. 11-year-old. He's been playing some very, very good games in recent times, playing against adults, top players, beating grandmasters, and it's just
really whiskey.
Exactly. It's just been awesome. And the young lad is just from India, the country of one of the great chess players of all time, Vishwanathan Anand. And it's going to be interesting to see if the young boy is able to eventually come off with the title, defeating grandmasters, Sae Kayakin, who is currently the youngest grandmaster of all time at 12 years and a few months. We'll see if this young boy can actually achieve that and go the extra mile, and do what a lot of people have thought impossible.
All right, let's still stick to the grassroots and some of the plans, what we should look forward to in 2017.
Well, in 2017, there are a lot of principals, a lot of school owners that are requesting for chess instructors in schools, and we're going to be teaching a whole lot of them this year. And sometime within the year, as the year progresses, we're going to be seeing a lot of tournaments for these young kids. Apart from the tournament for the young kids, we're going to be seeing things like, some of the tournaments that are held in schools and stuff like that.
How old is this baby?
Probably just just 5.
No, because it's important for us to ask also.
Yes.
When can you start to introduce the young ones to chess?
Look at these guys. 5.
These guys look like boys who are still in Pampers.
Exactly. Well, at age 5.
Yeah.
At age 5, it's actually advisable for parents to get chess instructors for their kids, if
from
not
age
in
5.
school. Yes, from age 5. It helps to develop their thinking abilities, helps to nurture their activeness into something positive, and not just play and play. Channel the energy
that they have.
Exactly.
Instead of running around destroying things, scattering the house.
Exactly.
Channel it to something positive.
Chess is the perfect way to channel that energy, and we're going to be seeing a lot of developmental progress and processes that will be happening this year. It's going to be very interesting to see. And then the boy that actually made all this come out, the 15-year-old international master Anton Smirnov, the Australian, did a achieved a mighty feat just recently, defeating older top players in the region.
That's the guy on the screen.
Yes, other players in the region to become the winner of the the winner of the 2017 Oceania Zone 3.6 Chess Championship. And by winning that, he qualifies for the World Cup for the year. He actually represented Australia at the Baku Chess Olympiad on your screen there, and it was a very, very good experience for the young boy. Coming back to Australia, he has done a very, very big thing to defeat all the other guys. And funny enough, the guy did not lose a game. He drew 3 games and won the remaining games.
Beating older, more experienced opponents.
Exactly. And it was very good for him. And, well, at the World Cup, that's where we'll see what he is actually capable of.
That's where the boys are separated from the men.
From the men, exactly. Well, on the African scene, we'll be seeing the Nigerians also participating in the qualifiers for the World Cup at the Zone 4.4 tournaments coming up in Liberia also. But then, it's going to be very interesting to see how it all turns out.
Let's talk about some of the other things lined up for the year. The year is still young, although it's almost over 2 weeks old now, going to 3 weeks old now. What about the senior players? We've said a lot about the junior boys and what they are doing. What about the senior players? What are we expecting in 2017?
Well, 2017 holds a whole lot of things for the senior players, considering we'll be having the Zone 4.4 tournament that I just spoke about coming up in Liberia very soon. We are going to be having the African Individual Chess Championship. Both of these tournaments are qualifiers for the World Cup that will be holding later in the year. And it's going to be very good to see our top players actually showing what they've got. A lot of training has to go into it in order for them to be able to bring out the best that they can achieve in the world of chess. But then I strongly would push for the young lads to be given opportunities internationally to participate in some of these events. And then probably, who knows, they might eventually become what we did not foresee.
All right, so that's, we look forward to the year. I'm sure that next week you'll have a lot more for us, and then we'll be able to talk more exhaustively on what will be happening. All right, let's wrap it up tonight by taking you back to Gabon, venue of the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations, and tell you that the game is over. The Atlas Lions of Morocco have done the business. They came from a goal down to beat Togo by 3-1. And that means Group C is now wide open. Congo DR are on top of that group with 4 points. Morocco are second with 3 points. The defending champions, Cote d'Ivoire, are third with 2 points. and Togo are bottom of the group with a point. Any of those 4 teams can still qualify. But for the defending champions, Cote d'Ivoire, anything other than a win, outright win, in the last game means they'll be going home from the first round. All right, so that's how it has ended today at the Africa Cup of Nations. We look forward to a beautiful weekend. We'll be back to see you on this show on Monday. Enjoy the rest of the night. Enjoy your weekend and be good. Bye-bye now.